Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis XLR8, back at you with the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG Forbidden and Limited list for December of 2022. Christmas has come early, everybody. It's time for the new ban list. We've been looking forward to a new ban list. This format is the tier limit format, and let me tell you, I'm sick of the tier limit format. I don't know if they're going to get hit on this list, but you know what? We got a new list. We got some new cards to talk about on this list, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, as we must do. So, scrolling down, we'll immediately notice not a lot on the new banned monsters. Sadly, things like Blaster or the the other dragon rulers, they're still completely banned. Things like Norden and Starving and Thunder, they're all banned. But new to the list is Curious the Lightsworn Dominion. An interesting guy. He's not really been that ban-worthy for a long time. Maybe he's part of the tier limit ban. I don't know if the meta half as well as I probably should. But it's a monster that can literally send any card from your dead to the grave and then mill more cards to the grave. So I imagine this is a tier limit hit, if nothing else. I mean, I remember ever seeing tier limits ever play this card, but who knows? Maybe. But yes, Curious is now, funnily enough, banned. He went from 3 to none in 2.5 seconds, and sad to see him gone. I've used him in the past for various little things, especially like Infernity, thing like that, but now he is gone. So, probably necessary evil, but an evil nonetheless. We'll miss you, Curious. You were a no-right pope kind of guy. So, again, not too much on the monster list. In fact, that is the only banned monster. Funny thing, all that hype up for new ban list, no new ban monsters, no tier limit hits, no nothing like that, nothing. But we got other things, you know, installed under the spells, and what is this? Is this the mysticmine? The mysticmine, the problem card for so long, one of the most hated spells in the game, just Floodgate City, not allowed to play the game field spell. It is finally banned, folks. We've been asking for it forever. Nobody likes this card. This card is evil. This card is not fun to play against, not fun to play with, and it is now gone. Right in time for Christmas. Like I said, Christmas is early. Christmas is here, and now you can play your games without needing to worry about mysticmine. December 1st, obviously. You still got like a week left, so expect to be hit by mysticmine players left and right, including me, because now I'm going to have to play this one more time, just for old good time's sakes. So, the mysticmine, understandably, that card is gone. We don't need to see that back. And that is it for the bans. Very strange, only 2 new banned cards, but how about for the limited list? So limited, Herald of the Orange Light. I guess them fairy players just can't catch a break. I mean, Drytron are hardly relevant no more. But we're going to have to hit the Herald of the Orange Lights. No easy negates for you, fairy boys. No easy negates for the fairy boys. So, yeah, no Herald of the Orange Light around. No Eva either. So, yeah, no fun being a fairy player, gotta be said. What else? Anything else limited new? I don't think so. No? No. So far, a very sparse list, has to be said. More of an emergency ban than anything else. Semi-limited, there is actually a new card on the semi-limited list, being the Recital Starling. So, if you're a Leerless player, good for you. You can now use 2 of them birds. So, have fun with 2 of them birds. I don't think it's really going to change much of Leerless at all. They're pretty much cemented in their way of play, but now you have 2 of your Recital Starlings. Good for you. So last but not least, there is the off-list cards. Now, this is where the meat of this list really is, other than mysticmine, of course, but this is the main thing. So, D-Fissure is off the list. Now, that's a big one. I don't really care about that one as much. It is, of course, meant to counteract the tier limits to a degree. You go first against them boys, play the D-Fissure. Tier limits are in a bit of a bad spot, because now all of their cards that we go to the graveyard go to the banish pile, and so it just kind of counters them to a degree. It doesn't stop Fluanderies, but you know, what does anymore? Well, hopefully Barrier Statue of the Storm is get banned in the TCG at some point, and that'll stop the Fluanderisians. But for now, the D-Fissure is, of course, off the list, so Grenmaju players, rejoice. Tenki is also off the list. That's cool with me. You know, I like me some birds and some beast warriors. Helps my Quacky Merus. I love them boys. Helps my ancient warriors. Love them boys. What else? For hires, tri-brigades. Maybe make them a little more relevant again. Maybe. Possibly. It's just nice to have the option to search my beast warriors again. Now, if only I could search more Karibos. Not that I need any of that, but, you know, a man could dream. Next up, Macrocosmos is surprisingly also off the bland list. Well, yeah, he's off the limited list, I should really say, but again, this is a counter to tier limits, just trying to stop all the grave, play, all the grave play. You know, modern game Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of playing out of the graveyard. This is meant to counter that to a degree, force your opponent to play spell trap removal, mess with their consistency just a little bit. And this will help other decks, things like Thunder Dragons and, like I said, Gren Maju players. What's another one? Metaphys. Definitely Metaphys players. Expect some Metaphys players in your near future. Them boys are going to be very happy to have all their toys back. But yes, the Macrocosmos is also off of the list. And finally, Metaverse, which makes total sense. This card was basically hit on the list because of the mysticmine. That's like the whole reason it was on the list, is just because mysticmine was on the list. But now Metaverse is off because mysticmine is gone. I mean, it'll just help any deck that really needs field spells. It's not going to help, like, mess the game too much. There's not any other field spell I can think of that would really advantage you being played on your opponent's turn. Not really, unless, like, the Valence field spells can be played during your turn and then play themselves from the deck. I'm not sure about the ruling on that one, but that would be the only thing I can think of to mess up your opponent playing like a field spell deck or something. So, that is what it is. Metaverse is off because it really has no need to be. And, oh yeah, Ptolemaeus, almost missed Stellar Knight Ptolemaeus. Yeah, he was banned, is now curiously off the list. So, I remember this guy being banned for a while because of Azathoth being on, free reign, all that good stuff. He's been long gone, but Ptolemaeus is now suddenly back. So, Ptolemaeus, it's an interesting one. I'm sure there's some really nice rank 5s you can go into with this thing. I can't think of too many off the top of my head unless you're trying to just go for Cyber Dragon and but that guy's old as dirt at this point, so I'm not so sure about that one. Putting 7 materials on him to skip a turn, maybe. Big maybe. So that's probably why this guy's off, because he's just not half as good as he used to be, and a single copy of him perm really just puts him in the grave. You just stop Ptolemaeus and he doesn't do anything anymore. So I can see Ptolemaeus coming back, and I'm sure some people are going to try and make some trolly, stall out your opponent, skip their turn infinitely sort of game plan. I don't know how well that will work. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, there you have it, everybody. The December 2022 Yu-Gi-Oh ban list. A small ban list, but it's got some interesting things. I mean, we lost some cool dudes. We lost cards that we really didn't want to see played at all. And then just some rather curious little things here and there that, is like whatever, basically. I mean, Herald, I'm sure some people are happy to not see Herald. Recital, whatever, it's at 2. Ptolemaeus is back, whatever. Get used to not playing a graveyard, basically. Just start playing. What's a deck that doesn't care about their graveyard that much? Go play some Cosmos. Cosmos don't care about their graveyard at all. Okay, in fact, they get powered up by being banished, so go play you some Cosmos. Go play something that just does not care about having a grave, or likes to banish things, stuff like that. Give it a try. Try something new. And so, thank y'all for listening in on my quickie thoughts on this ban list. Let me know in the comments what you think of this ban list. Will this fix anything on Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it still not enough? Will Konami ever give us an actual decent ban list? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy Thanksgiving before all of those things to you at home. Thank you for watching, and your boy Memphis will see you next time. Take care.